Hi everyone, Mr. McCarthy here with this week's video update for Friday, April 14th. It's great to talk to all of you again. I hope everyone enjoyed their students, time off for spring break, but it was a nice time for our students to take the time, kind of decompress a little bit. We did have a lot of work going on. We had, for seniors, we had the NOCTI assessment, which is their final exam here for Central Montco. Also, the juniors had to take the pre-test, which is a practice test to gather data for next year. But yeah, we had a lot of things going on, so it was a nice time to kind of end things, take a little bit of a break, and to kind of reflect, what the students have been working on, what we've been doing, and now to kind of start fresh for the fourth marking period. Can't believe it's the fourth marking period. I'm sure it's going to go pretty quick. I believe there will be 43 school days left as of today, but hopefully we will be providing you with a lot of information until the end of the school year. Things like our graduation day. I'm sure there's plenty of other, the sending schools with their proms and their graduation days, but some other dates here going on at the school, when our last days are, things of that nature. So we will be giving you updates as they become available. But just to kind of give you an update on what the students have been doing, right before the holiday break, we did marking period assessments. We do it every marking period, and it covers all the material from the first, second, and third marking period, and we give them basically a test on it, which is very similar to our NOCTI assessment that I've mentioned before. And it's a great way for us to make sure that the students have comprehended what we've taught them, and so we can move on to the fourth marking period and remediate if necessary if there's anything some of the students didn't quite understand or grasp during the assessment. We can always go back with those students or the class as a whole and cover that material again. Also, the first, second, and third level have all begun new projects now. My first level students are all actually working in a new program called Adobe Illustrator. Now, they were working in Adobe Photoshop, which is the industry standard photograph working with images application, and now they're working in what's called vector-based design, or graphic art, clip art design. So any type of graphics that you want to make for, say, a television show, for marketing, for products, for just about anything, any type of printed material, use Adobe Illustrator. You could sketch out a logo for yourself, bring it into Adobe Illustrator, and actually design a computer graphic logo to be used pretty much anywhere. So first level students, we're doing tutorials. My goal is to get them all to develop their own logo for their hopefully someday future business or brand logo. And then also we'd like to do a fun project where they do a landscape of they're going to take their logo and actually make a storefront of what their studio or business would look like in whatever location that they would want to be in. So for example, if you want to be a record producer and you want to be in Philadelphia, you could put the skyline in the background, maybe put it on South Street and put some other familiar businesses next to it. So that's, a pretty fun project for them to do. All of these second and third level students are actually working on podcasts. So the students are broken into teams and they have to create their own podcast, write the script, record it. They're actually going to make a logo for their podcast and actually be able to submit it all to listen to online. So it seems that they've really taken to that one. They enjoy it pretty well. And really, these next, 5 or 6 weeks, we're going to be doing like what we would call like a cumulative project or projects where they've taken everything they've learned throughout the year to create a final setup, like a marketing piece or a final video. So we're kind of putting some finishing touches on that right now and see what that's going to look like. And also give the students the time. We gave them all a project a few weeks back called the DIY, the Design It Yourself project, which gives the students an opportunity to work on what they really want to do. For example, if a student wants to pursue a career in video editing, they can pick out whatever kind of video they would like to edit and do it. It tends to work pretty well, but we make sure that they submit the plan, how it's going to go, what it's going to be, to make sure it's achievable, it's going to get done in a reasonable amount of time. So we kind of help them through that process. We don't just let them go crazy and do whatever they want. But once again, we do let them work within, our constraints of what a finished project should look like, but ultimately they get to run with it and have fun. which is kind of like a gift, really, too, for all the hard work that they've done doing our work, because we are mandated by the state. You have to get these projects done and follow these tasks and do these things. But we do give them once or twice a year an opportunity to develop their own projects. So, that's really what we have in terms of the projects. We also have some school tours coming up. We like to actually have the local middle schools and even some of the grade schools come through, and our students actually do presentations. They have groups of kids come through, and rather than just have me do the presentation, the students actually do presentations of them working in their classrooms and doing some cool things in their designated areas, like editing videos or filming something or photographing or designing. So that's always something fun that the students get to do. Also, next week there will be, actually we have a short week. Next Friday we are off, but we're just going to go full steam ahead, hopefully finish out the year, trying to get everybody motivated, do the pep talk. And we also talk to the first level students to tell them, and at first and second level actually, and we did a small presentation to tell the students what they can expect when they return next year. And we will have something like that. We're currently putting a presentation together for you, the parent or guardian, to be able to view, so you can sit with your student and kind of go through what our expectations are for next year and what the program's going to be like, because it does change significantly from year to year. As they progress from first to second to third, the projects become more in-depth, more demanding, and a lot more group projects and teamwork and things like that. But we try to kind of give them a big overview on what they can expect for the following year, so there's no surprises. But that's what we have for now. So I will be in touch with you all next week, getting back to the weekly video updates. So I know this one was a little bit long, but it's because we had a lot to cover. So thank you all very much for your support, and have a great weekend. Take care.